Hello, y'all. It's me, Brown Bear, and I wanted to come back with a new video. This is a little something new. It's a game review that I had in the works for about a year, but scrapped it because it was bad. But I hope you all enjoy this video. It's a little something different, and I'm probably gonna make videos like this actually now, which I find is pretty cool. And please either like, comment, or subscribe. Do either one of those. It really helps out the channel a lot, and I would really appreciate it. Anyways, enjoy the video and see you guys in the next one. So when this game came out last year, May 21st, I originally wanted to make a game review on it. And it's because I thought it was going to be fun, because it was considered the COD killer. Sadly, I couldn't make the video because by the time I finished playing it, editing, it just didn't really feel right. I didn't like the video, and then school caught up, so I didn't want to redo it. So I just scrapped it completely. But now, since the servers are shutting down in less than a week, I wanted to give it one last hoorah, a little proper goodbye before it goes. So, next is a little review of the game, I guess, and see how good it did, why it was fun, and then a little goodbye at the end. So now let's talk about the gameplay. The gameplay itself, I would say, is really fun. Actually, I enjoy the arcadey style of gameplay, which is probably the downside of the game because it plays a lot like how classic Call of Duty used to play, and especially with the new since Black Ops 6 came out, it was really fun, and it kind of destroyed the game in a way. It kind of took it over, and also there wasn't as much content in the game at the time. So one thing I want to talk about first is the faction system. The faction system overall was really neat. I enjoyed it a lot. It was kind of like I would say best is like Black Ops 4, where you pick a faction, which is a character from a game, so different Ubisoft titles. One would be like DedSec from Watch Dogs, I believe, and then Far Cry, like the Rebels. They added new ones from like Siege and all these other type of, like Ubisoft title games like the Assassins and stuff. So once you pick a faction, you could pick a character, which is just a skin pretty much, and then choose an ability. And this ability is usually like revolves around the game that they reflect. So like the people from Watch Dogs hack stuff, and the people from Siege have like Siege util, and the people from Far Cry have like healing abilities and all this different stuff. So it was really neat to play, and honestly, it was a good spin on the game. And I hope more games in the future have this because it's really, really fun. Now, the game modes. Honestly, most of them really fun. I enjoyed almost all of them. There's only one that I didn't like, and it was mostly because it's not my favorite game mode. It's called Hot Shot, which was what they added. This game mode was kind of like the best way to describe it, like Kill Confirmed, but cranked, had like a weird baby. And that's the best way I could describe it, and it just wasn't fun for me because it was a lot of people like just like sweats every time I played it, so it just wasn't fun. I didn't really enjoy it, and it's like the bottom tier, I guess, out of all the game modes. But besides that, my favorite game mode was Domination, of course, and it's because it was very fast paced. You could get a lot of kills. You die a bit, but it's like getting a lot of kills, running around, respawn fast. I kind of enjoyed that. There's, of course, the other ones where it's like the linear maps, which is more of payload or take 2 points, move to the next sector, take 2 points, move to the next sector, which I also enjoyed. Those are really fun. It's fun to counter characters and you know the flow of gameplay is just like kind of nice, and also it's so fun when you're losing, and then your team like switches up some people, and then next you just start dominating the other team because you're now flanking, you're using your abilities, and they're like countering each other, and it's really fun. So like overall, all of them are fun. The most mid of mid though would be bomb or like search and destroy, because it was like search and destroy. It didn't feel right in that type of game. So yeah, overall, really fun game, and pretty sad it's gonna go. Next, I want to say is the maps. The maps themselves are really fun, but since the last time I played, they added a lot more, and because the servers are shutting down, and I have not played all of them yet, or probably ever. So, which is kind of sad because all of them have great detail. None of them felt like unfinished, and none of them were like really annoying to play on. Maybe besides one or two. But I'm just gonna rattle them off by what type of maps they are, and little thing I thought about them as a little parting gift. So first is the arena maps. So this is like the domination, TDM, uh, search and destroy type of maps. And the first one is arena, and this is like a little like field house with like, it kind of feels like how do I phrase it, like a laser tag type of place, I guess is the best way, or like speedball and paintball or airsoft type of feel. It's like, it doesn't look serious. That map, honestly, it's very fun to play. It's very vertical, and like you could flank in different places. It is basically 3 lanes, but there's so much verticality in it that it was really fun. And next would be Attica Heights. This was kind of a fun map. It's on top of like a skyscraper. It kind of reminded me of that one map from Reach. But honestly, like, it was fun, but you could definitely tell it was that 3-lane type of style, and kind of gets boring sometimes. But like going in the middle is really, really fun, and I enjoy playing the map when the game first released, and now it's kind of in the mid side, but it's a good map, I would say. Next one is Echelon HQ, and honestly, I want to say it's mid. Like, that's the best way to describe it. I believe it is a Splinter Cell map. So it's kind of fun, but I don't know, nothing really stuck out to me in that map, so I just want to say it's like mid. Not the middest of mids, but just it's kind of it's just okay, you know. Also forgot to mention that these maps all have a theme to them due to different games. So I'm not sure what arena was, but Attica Heights, I believe, was also Splinter Cell. Echelon is Splinter Cell. There's another map called Mayday, that's for Far Cry. Pueblito is also from Far Cry. The West End is from The Division. And I'll talk about these maps later on, but it's just really cool seeing that these maps have like a theme to it, and like the game theme, and you could really just tell from it. And so the next map, Emporium, honestly, it was a very good map to play. It's a good map as in like time, aesthetic, all that stuff is really fun to play. But every time I played it, it was really rage inducing. I hated it because it felt very one-sided. No matter what, it kind of felt like every time I played the game, that map, I always got pushed to my spawn, and I couldn't really do anything, and there was always like a level 300 or 400, and it was kind of annoying. But it's still a good map. I believe that theme is also The Division, so that's a really fun map. Next one is Mayday, which is a Far Cry map. and it's three lanes, and there's this big plane in the middle of the map. Very fun to play. It's very, what's the word? Fun to use long range weapons. It kind of reminds me of like the sniper battles on Town, not Town, Nuketown, in like Call of Duty, and it was really fun to play. Really like fun to snipe people pretty much in this map, especially when the game came out, because there was only like 4 maps when the game came out, and now it's a lot more, as I stated. But Mayday, pretty fun, I would say. Next is Pueblito, which is a Far Cry map, and it's fun. It reminds me of a Black Ops 6 map that came out. That was a Black Ops 6 map, but it's kind of like it's squarish, and then there's a tower in the middle, and normally it's like in domination. That's like where B is, and it's fun to play. Also, could be annoying because you could get flanked a lot and get shot from different angles, and it's a bit annoying, but still a fun map. Next is Showtime, and this is my favorite map, and it is really fun to play and has like really nice like ambiance and decor. I don't know what else to say besides that. It's really my favorite map. I love getting kills on it, and it's just a solid map, I would say. Next is West End, which sadly don't really remember. It's a Division map, I do know that, and in my opinion it's mid, so it's mid. But now the linear maps. So the linear maps are the three game modes, where 2 is pushing a payload and the other one is the sector based thing. So first one's Meltdown, which is my least favorite, especially when the game came out. You kind of would leave the spawn and just instantly get sniped, and it was very frustrating. And the map's cool, but it's not really my favorite, especially out of the ones that came out, and especially now with all the newer maps, is just honestly bottom tier. And the next one that I played is Midway. This one is like a festival, like a carnival type of feel, I would say, and really fun to play, especially in the beginning, as I said, because it was one of the first maps that came out, and it was super fun. It wasn't just 3 lanes, it felt very versatile, and you could like flank, and there are different spots where you could like shoot people from. It was really fun, really enjoyed it. Solid map, 100%. And last but not least, the only other linear map that I played, Zoo. Now honestly, out of the entire game, this is my favorite map. It has the best ambiance, it has the best gameplay. Honestly, I didn't have a match that I didn't like and wasn't fun. Even like the games where we were losing, still really fun. It didn't feel like a total loss. So that I really enjoyed, and it's my favorite map. And again, I hope to see these level designs in other games, but again, really sad to see them go. Next, I want to talk about the gunplay. So honestly, it's very smooth, I would say. Like the ARs, SMGs, they had a nice sound to it. It was very easy to use. The recoil wasn't like either too drastic or like a laser. Like it was really fun to use different weapons. The ARs were fun to use, the SMGs were fun, the shotguns were fun, the snipers were fun, the DMRs, the pistols. They were all incredibly fun to use, and I just enjoyed this gunplay. And especially like at the time when it came out, where some games like had that realistic feeling, but like it just didn't really like feel good. It wasn't smooth. So I'm glad I was able to play the games with that. And this game really shows and honestly, I think it's the strongest point, especially with that arcadey type of play. It just runs really smoothly. Next is the movement. Amazing. Like, I had no problems with the movement. You can't really like slide cancel, and you can't like. It does feel weird now from going from Black Ops 6 to this because there's like no omni movement, and you do kind of get used to that. But without that, I want to say like I like the aspect of momentum because if you're running and you slide, the if you're running before and then you slide further than when you just start sprinting in the slide. So that really helps without that slide cancel type of thing where people used to like just in like Warzone and stuff, just slide around like they're on a slip and slide. Just sprinting, it was nice. I don't think there was a cap on sprint, which is really nice. I enjoyed that. That was one of my favorite things about the game. And then also back with the gunplay, forgot to mention the time to kill or the TTK. It felt very short to me. Some people say it's long, but in my opinion, it's one on the shorter side. And it was very nice, satisfying, and just really, really fun to play and do. All right, another thing I want to talk about is the matchmaking. It was kind of good, actually. It wasn't mid. It was good. It didn't feel like it was skill-based matchmaking, which is awesome because I miss that, like just getting put in a game with just a bunch of people, different skill levels. If you're good, you dominate. If you're bad, you get trashed. And then sometimes you play against people that are better than you, and sometimes you play against people that are worse. It's never like you do good and then you're gonna face an esports team next. It's kind of like that. Ooh, I did a good game. I hope next game's gonna be good. And then usually I found it that it is. I get like 3 good games and then I get absolutely trashed on. Or I just lose just barely. And it's never like that difficult, oh, do good, do bad, do good, do bad, do good, do bad. It was very balanced. And one thing I want to just do a little hit on is the community. I never really had any aspects to the community. I never really looked at the Reddits or anything like that, so I can't really say. But from where I am, the outside, it doesn't look like it was toxic, and it looked pretty nice. So I just want to say that. And then last but not least, the gun skins and the character skins. They were just really creative, in my opinion. There was one where it was like comic books, and then there was another one where it was just like holograms, and then all these little cool skins, and it's really nice to see. It was much better than when I first started playing the game. When I first started playing the game, especially because in the beginning it was just the mastery skins, which just only went up to silver, so it was bronze and silver, and then the character skins were bronze and silver. But now there's a lot more like creativeness. Like one is a steampunk AK, the other one is like a molten assault rifle, another one has like infection on it from Rainbow Six Quarantine or whatever the name is now. So it was really fun, really nice skins, really good to look at, and especially at the end of the game, they gave everyone just the skins to the characters, skins to the guns, and it was just nice using different guns, different skins, and it was really, really great. And sad again, I keep saying it, but it's so sad to see this game end. No, it's the final goodbye. It's really sad to see this game shut down, server shut down, and its community pretty much like thrown away. They couldn't outdo Black Ops 6, which is the thing that it tried to do. It tried to outdo Black Ops 6 and it got outdone. But especially revisiting the game, I had an incredible amount of time. Like fun. It's really fun. I'm glad I revisited it. And just as a final goodbye, I wanted to make this video and have this just amazing game kind of shown up in the light again, because it is fun, and it's sad to see it go. And the last thing I want to say is goodbye, Xdefiant.